Hello again and welcome to class 644. We're progressing. Let's continue where we left off yesterday. Vocabulary, page 139, number 4. Hierro, iron, iron. Hierro, iron. También es una plancha. Iron, my iron. Plancho, con la plancha, ¿no? I iron with the iron que está hecho de hierro. I iron with the iron that's made of iron. Iron. La pronunciación. Iron. Lo he dicho 8 veces en el pasado. I've said this before. Iron. ¿Cómo se dice yo gano dinero? I earn money. I earn. Ahora, the iron, pero acentuando I. Iron. Iron. Así se dice hierro. En el norte de España hay caminos de hierro. Okay, iron roads, que eran los primeros ferrocarriles. They're iron roads, iron. Iron and steel. The iron and steel industry, la industria siderúrgica, this is hierro y acero. The iron and steel industry was very important in Guipúzcoa and Vizcaya, especially Vizcaya. Now less. And in Asturias and in Cidesa. The iron and steel industry. Iron. And to iron the clothes. Richard, when was the last time you ironed clothes? Wow. Probably 20 years ago for some specific moment, I ironed some clothes. I like ironing. Yeah. I think it's calming for me. Yeah. Do you like to iron? No? She doesn't like to iron. Well, I'll come to your house and iron for you, okay? All right. Okay. Simply, and then you can give me, pero con un cocido andaluz. All right? And I'll iron for you. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿El cocido manchado? No, there's a special word for the cocido there. It's good, by the way. I can't remember the word. There's a special, un cocido cordobés, creo. It's special. And it's my favorite because they take the chorizo, morcilla sometimes, and the morcillo, the beef, and the tocino. And they cut it almost into a pulp. And the tocino, the bacon fat, makes the garbanzos moist and not dry, you see. So you don't need caldo, but you don't. No, and it's delicious. It's delicious. But you cut it in very small pieces, and then mix it. It's outstanding. You've tried it, yeah? I think that's an Andalusian style, eh? I can't remember. I never remember the name of that, but it's good. All right, hierro is iron, fusión. There are 2 words for fusión. Fusion, nuclear fusion, to fuse, fusionar, pero merger, que es fusión de empresas, cuando se unen 2 empresas, a merger. M&A, people who work in fusiones y adquisiciones, dicen, I work in M&A. What? M&A. What's M&A? M&A? Eminem, el cantante. No, M&A. M&A. M and A. Mergers and acquisitions. Okay, fusiones y adquisiciones. Okay, mergers and acquisitions. Mergers and acquisitions. M and A. M&A. So they work in M&A. A merger is when 2 companies come together. All right. De mente abierta, open-minded. Are you an open-minded person? I'm an open-minded person. Yeah. I'm not a closed-minded person. I'm an open-minded person. Minded. Un sustantivo adjetivizado. Que bien suena. Raro. Un sustantivo adjetivizado. Mind is mente. Minded, open-minded, means mente abierta, de mente abierta. Open-minded. Closed-minded, narrow-minded, de mente estrecha. Broad-minded, mente amplia. a broad-minded person. Pero hay muchos de estos. Hard-headed, cabezota. Hard-headed, hard-headed. Yes. Thick-headed, de mente espesa, de cabeza espesa. Thick-headed. Right-handed, con la mano. Left-handed, cold-blooded. So, en sangre fría, de sangre. Cold-blooded murder. Cold-blooded. Blue-blooded, de sangre azul. Adjetivizando los sustantivos. Open-minded. Are you an open-minded? March is an open-minded person. Yeah. I'm an open-minded person too. Ya somos dos aquí. That makes two of us. Esa expresión, hombre, que ya somos dos. Se dice, eso hace dos de nosotros. That makes two of us. You too? You too? Oh, well, that makes three of us. All right. That makes three of us. There are three open-minded people in this tertulia here, in this little party we're having, okay? That makes three of us. And you too, Paula. Okay, that makes four of us. That makes four of us. Ya somos cuatro. That makes four of us. All right. Un clip. Yeah. Un clip is a paper clip. Hay que decir paper antes, ¿eh? Si no, no se entiende. Say, can you give me a clip? What? A clip. What do you mean a clip? La palabra clip solo no significa nada en inglés. There are at least two. Paper clip, un clip para sujeto papeles. A paper clip or a tie clip. Sujeto corbata. That's a tie clip. Y habrá más. I can't think of the other uses. Clip. Bueno, como verbo to clip, say. To clip is cortar un poquito por los lados. To clip. To clip your nails. That's to clip your nails. A nail clipper. A nail clipper. Not the nail clipper. Also the scissors. Do you use scissors or a clipper? Scissors. No, a clipper. Me, I don't use either one. I don't use either one. Ni el uno ni el otro. I use a nail file. A file. File. Como el file mail. File. A nail file. Richard, how often do you file your nails? When they get too long. Because I play the guitar, these four, I need these nails, so I file here usually. On this side, I usually file once a month, maybe, I don't know, to file my nails. But a paper clip. Richard, when was the last time you used a paper clip? 2 months ago, maybe. I don't have the custom or habit of using paper clips very often now. I'm semi-retired. Retired people don't need paper clips. You know? They don't need these things. All right, contento, pleased. Pleased. I'm pleased. Esta palabra es importante. Placid, como por favor, is please. But to please, como verbo, is complacer o agradar. Please please me. The first big hit of the Beatles in Great Britain in 1963 was Please Please Me. Please please me, por favor, compláceme. Please please me, oh yeah, like I please you. All right, please. To please. Ahora, estoy complacido, suena que raro suena. Means estoy contento. I'm pleased. Se usa muchísimo y es very recommendable. I recommend this expression cuando expresas tu satisfacción ante el rendimiento de un empleado. Porque I'm very pleased with your performance. Chapeau. Guinda. I'm very pleased. Satisfied? No. Satisfied means, lo mínimo satisfactorio. Okay. Pleased means, muy bien hecho. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with. Por supuesto se dice pleased to meet you as well. Encantado de conocerle. Pleased to meet you. Glad to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you. It's a pleasure. All right, to meet you. Carmen Chu. Pleased to meet you. Robert Mitchum. Pleased to meet you. But I'm very pleased with your progress. I'm very pleased. Estoy muy contento del progreso que has conseguido. Enhorabuena. I'm really pleased. I'm very pleased with the progress you've made. Congratulations. Congratulations on. Nunca congratulations for. Congratulations on the progress you've made. I'm very pleased. Yes, sir. With your effort. Okay. Potente, poderoso. Powerful. Power. Power is poder. Yes, I want more power. Power también es potencia. La potencia de este motor es increíble. The power of this engine. 400 caballos. Yeah. 400 horsepower. O sea, potencia de caballos de un motor. Tiene 400 caballos de potencia. It has 400 horsepower. Hay 400 caballos debajo de ese capó. Oh, wow. 400 horses. Yeah. It's a powerful car with a powerful engine. Yes. And who's the most powerful person in the world? Good question. I don't know. Normally, well, the President of the United States is supposedly the most powerful person in the world because the United States is the most powerful country in the world. So logically, the president or the leader of the most powerful country should be the most powerful person. But the current president, I'm not sure of the extent of his real power, el alcance, the extent of his real power. All right. The power also depends on the talent and the focus and the power of the person himself or herself. Powerful. So the most powerful person in the world maybe is a person we don't know, behind the scenes. Where? A person behind the scenes. Detrás de las escenas. Entre bastidores. Detrás de las escenas. Se dice en plural, the scenes. Escenas escrito. Behind the scenes. Maybe is the most powerful person. Maybe Blofeld. Who? Blofeld. You know Blofeld? No. In James Bond, who had the cat, he had a stroking a cat. You never saw his face. You only saw his hand stroking, acariciando a white cat, creo. And he was the leader of Spectra, the bad organization. All right. Maybe he's the most powerful person in the world. I don't know. Powerful, power. Claro, aquí muchos, when I came to Spain, people said pover. I said, no, pover. And me costó años quitarles de pover para decir power. Why? Because there was a famous actor in the 1940s and 50s called Tirone Pover. ¿Lo conoces? Yes, el padre de Romina Power. Albano y Romina Power, okay? Su padre. Muy guapo. He's a Tyrone Power. But here people say Tirone Pover. Como Gregorio El Pecas. All right. Ethics. Tirone Pover. To change that was... But then Romina Power appeared on the scene, married Albano in Italy, and then it was easier. All right. Powerful, power. All right. Yes, todopoderoso. All powerful. Yes, all powerful. Ocurrente, listo, perspicaz, quick-witted. Otro adjetivo, sustantivo adjetivizado. Wit. Witty. This is important, but it's not important. Don't worry about it. But we use this a lot. Wit. W-I-T means rapidez intelectual. Espabilamiento, listo, quick, rápido, en los reflejos mentales. Siempre tiene una respuesta. Tú dices algo y ya, tiene una respuesta que te gana. He's a very witty person. A very witty person. It's impossible to have an argument with him because he's going to win. Con mucha perspicacia, ocurrencia y cosas. That's a witty person. Quick-witted means de rápido reflejo mental. Quick-witted. Fiable, reliable. Yes, reliable. Yes. This microphone is very reliable. You see, when Marta pushes the button, where? Here. She pushes the button, it works. It always works. You can count on it. Puedes contar con ello para que no te falle. Cual cosa que nunca te falles, reliable. Puedes confiar en dicha cosa. El pedal de frenos de tu coche. Lo pulsas y el coche frena. Okay, it's reliable. The braking system on your car is reliable. When you turn the steering wheel, the car turns this way. It's reliable. The steering system is reliable. And me, you turn on the television at 7:30 in the morning on channel 2. There I am. I'm reliable. Puedes contar con que yo voy a estar cada mañana. Although sometimes we accidentally repeat a program, and you go to R2E a la carta and boom, ya lo encuentras. Y lo puedes consumir en ese momento. Any time of the day. It's reliable. Reliable. You can rely on me and Marta to bring you English every morning. And I can rely on the electric company to provide the necessary electricity to have these lights. If the electric company weren't reliable, Marta and I would have big problems recording these classes because half of the time the lights would go out. About 4 days ago, the lights went out, remember? And we lost 11 minutes. And so we don't know why. Do you know why now? No, you don't. We don't know why the lights went out. But they went out only for about 5 minutes. Then they came back on. The lights went out. I didn't turn off the lights. Because cuando yo apago las luces digo turn off o turn on, si enciendo. Turn off, turn on. Ahora, si las luces se van, they go out. Igual en español, se van. When you say van fuera, they go out, se apagan. Y cuando vuelven a encenderse, decimos come on, porque la luz ya se nos viene, se nos acerca. Cuando se apagan, se nos van, alejándose y luego vienen. So the lights go out, but 5 minutes, the other day, the lights went out, but then, about 5 minutes later, the lights came on again. Pero se dice más, the lights came back on. You remember? They came back on. Marta's falling asleep. Are you falling asleep? Don't fall asleep on me. Si se queda dormida, then we have a time problem. You remember one time I did that with a different floor technician. But in any case, where are we? My God, we're not progressing. Fiable is reliable. Viaje de ida y vuelta. Okay. 2 ways. A round trip. Un viaje redondo. A round trip. Round trip ticket. I want a round trip ticket. Los británicos dicen, I want a return ticket. Means un billete que incluye el regreso. Por eso dicen un billete con regreso. Y dicen a return ticket. A one-way ticket, or a round-trip ticket or return ticket. Both are correct. And to take a round trip, un viaje redondo, o sea, un viaje de ida y vuelta. A round-trip ticket. All right, round trip. Normally, when we travel, we buy round-trip tickets or return tickets. Madrid, Milan, Milan, Madrid. Madrid, New York, New York, Madrid. All right, fine, it's a round trip. All right, where are we? Tener en cuenta is bear in mind. Keep in mind, bear in mind, keep in mind, bear in mind. Both mean the same thing. Keep in mind is, literalmente es mantén en mente. Keep in mind means no olvides. 2 days ago or 4 days ago I mentioned this. Keep in mind means ten presente y no olvides. Ten presente que? Keep in mind, bear in mind. Interesting word bear. Bear is un oso. Bear. Escrito bear. Bear. Bear también es aguantar. I can't bear these lights. These lights are unbearable. I can't stand is, no me gustan en absoluto, me repatean. O sea, I can't stand these lights es un poco fuerte. I can't stand these lights es no aguanto estas luces. I can't bear es yo no soporto estas luces. I can't. Siempre con el can. I can't bear these lights. To bear. To bear también es parir. To bear children. Dar a luz, vamos. I was born. Yo fui dado a luz o parido. I was born. Bear, bore, born. Wear, wore, worn. Tear, tear. Tore, torn. Bear, bore, born. I was born. Every day, children are born. Okay, bear, born. But to bear also means tener, en el sentido de the bearer. Un cheque al portador. Al portador. Que ya nunca, is a check to the bearer. The person who's carrying the check. All right. And so here it says bear in mind means keep in mind. All right. It's not important for you to say bear in mind, but it is important to remember keep in mind and to understand bear in mind. Bear in mind that learning English requires effort. Okay, tener en cuenta, reservar una mesa hotel, to book, to reserve, de-reserve, to reserve, to book a table. Claro, to book a hotel, to book a table, to book a flight, to book the flights. It's perfect English. But it's, in my opinion, the verb to reserve is better because it has a Latin origin. It's easier to remember. And it's always correct. To reserve a table, to reserve a flight, to reserve a hotel room, to make a reservation, to reserve. To book tickets, to book. El libro, como la palabra libro. Cancelar is to call off. Pero recomiendo que to cancel. To cancel. It means exactly the same thing. To call off. It's a phrasal verb. To call off. But saying to cancel, chapeau. 100% of the time, it's a perfect substitute for to call off. Y viceversa, all right? The problem with call off, I'm going to call off the class. La palabra de class tiene que ir después. I'm going to call off no, put it in medio. I'm going to call the class off. Pero si dice it, tiene que ir en medio. I'm going to call it off. Es incorrecto decir I'm call off it. Entonces es que eso complica la cosa. Con cancel, I'm going to cancel the class. And besides, cancel is a Latin verb. It's easy to remember. It's easy to pronounce. Cancel. To cancel the class. But we say, but you need to understand call off. Why are you calling it off? Well, I want to call it off. Why do you want to call it off? Call it off. I want to call it off because I don't feel like giving the class tomorrow. Okay, llevar a cabo is to carry out. Llevar fuera is to carry out. To carry out the task, to carry out the survey, to carry it out. To carry out, aplastar is to crush. Yeah, we will crush you. Nikita Khrushchev. ¿Te suena Khrushchev? All right. When Joseph Stalin, all right, when Joseph Stalin died in 1953, there was a struggle for power for a period of maybe 6 months or 1 year, and finally Nikita Khrushchev became the party leader, the leader of the Communist Party in the Soviet Union. And from 1954 to 1964, 10 or 11 years, he was the strong man, he was the leader in the communist world, Nikita Khrushchev. During the Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, really, Khrushchev probably lost his job because he lost the Cuban Missile Crisis against John Kennedy. But in any case, he said at one time, and it was, in my opinion, it was a mistake. Khrushchev said, "We will bury you." He didn't say we will crush. Crush is aplastar. He said, os enterraremos. O sea, el sistema comunista enterrará al sistema capitalista. We will bury you. And to say that to the American people, to the British, to the West, people in the West, sí, ya verás. And then, of course, he lost. And the Soviet communism lost completely many years later. But he said, we will bury you. And one time, he was in the United Nations, in La UNO in New York. He was in the United Nations. And he got angry and he took off his shoe and he hit the shoe on the table. He was un poco primitivo. He hit the shoe on the table. However, if you look at the photograph carefully, he's wearing 2 shoes, which means he had a 3rd shoe. That was prepared. All right, he didn't take off his shoe. All right, so where are we? Cancelar is to cancel, llevar a cabo is to carry out, y aplastar is to crush. To crush. Crush. Crash, claro. Los hispanohablantes nos cuesta oír a. Crash is chocar, colisionar. Crash. Un desplome bursátil también en el star market. Crash. Crash. Crush. Aplastar. Can you hear the difference? Crash, crush. Él fue aplastado en la colisión. He was crushed in the crash. It's difficult for people to hear that. It's very difficult. Another day, maybe some other day, I'll talk about these little phonetic differences. It's not important in my opinion, but it's interesting. See you tomorrow.